Now, I wasn't going to talk about my own case for two different reasons. One, it's bad form. You just don't... It's always better to let someone else talk about the case. Even if they mess up the details, it's just better that way. Number two, it's legally risky. Anything I say about my own case counts as a statement that can and will be used against you in the court of law. However, I've run into a position where I don't have a choice. On this particular matter, I need to talk about it myself because it's almost like two sides are about to butt heads, but it looks like they're about to butt heads only because the piece of information that exonerates both of them is only a piece of information I have. What I'm talking about here are these two statements. I'm going to play them both for you.
You wanted to clarify about, who's involved in this case.
We've actually, it's only Zerme Law currently that's representing Matt. We have no organizational or institutional support at the moment, apart from the wonderful donations that we got from GoFundMe, which we, of course, thank you guys for. But to the extent that anybody thinks that there's organizational backing from like the NRA or Gun Owners of America, we're just solo right now. We're on our own in this fight.
All right, so my lawyer said no agency, no NRA, GOA, or anything is helping us at this point. Then Crump replies with this.
Okay, this is a short little video here. I see that Matt from Buster said that no gun organization volunteered to help out Matt Hoover, CRS Firearms. I just wanted to clear the air. He meant now. GOA did offer to help Matt Hoover. He decided to go in a different direction with Matt from Busters, and that is his right. You have to do what you think is best for your case. But I just wanted to clear it up that GOA did offer to help, and basically they were there the same day.
So Crump's saying what the lawyer's trying to say is they're not getting help right at this particular moment. Both these statements are 100% true. And that's where the piece of information comes in that I have, because neither of these two people, my lawyer or Crump, wants to throw me under the bus. It makes the whole thing look really bad because it's really hard to talk about that without throwing me under the bus. So I'm going to fill you in with the missing piece of information that links both these statements together and makes them true. Alright, so the second I got released, one of the first people that were on the phone with me was the GOA. Like, that is a solid organization. They were right there, Johnny on the spot. No, the NRA didn't call me. None of the other gun organizations called me, but the GOA did. And they said that, hey, we would like to pay $10,000 towards the retainer of your lawyer, which is awesome. They offered help. Good on them. And my reply back to them was like, hey, that's great. I really do appreciate it. Do you have a lawyer recommendation? And they recommended me a lawyer. And they said, are you going to go with this lawyer? And I said, yes. So what they did is they took that $10,000, they put it in a legal trust, and that lawyer got control over it. That's all fine and dandy. That's what was going to happen. Well, during the period of time of me not taking that lawyer and them putting the $10,000 in a legal trust for that lawyer, well, my GoFundMe got locked up. I'm just going to play the text messages to you. This way you understand my point of view before I go on.
Hey, this is Matt. I read your messages. And it's like this: I believe in God heavily. I also believe He has a plan for some of us to truly make a difference. So when it comes to the money, I believe God will release it to me when I need it, or if I can't get the money released, I'm not supposed to get it. For all I know, His plan is to have me represent myself and get persecuted by the government to set an example to make a difference. I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that doesn't scare the shit out of me, but if that's the plan, so be it. Or maybe that attorney is not the right attorney for the job and the money is being held up for a reason. To be honest, I don't know, and I can't pretend to tell you what it all means, but what I do know is every single time I ignore the writing on the wall and the messages put before me, I pay for it dearly, and if I would have just sat back and let God handle it, things would have went by smoothly. The other thing I know is when it comes to money, you always need to be 100% in control of it. Otherwise, other people will use it to whatever their plan is, which may or may not line up with your plan. So I have no intentions of doing some sort of legal trust. Besides, over 50% of it is needed to keep a roof over my family's head for the next 12-24 months for me to be able to stay off of YouTube while the case plays. So it's quite possible I'm supposed to go back on YouTube, and that's why I can't access the money. Again, I have no idea, and I can't guess to have an idea. So I'm just leaving all of this in God's hands, whatever that may mean for me. Oh yeah, in short, just in case this text message came off the wrong way, I don't want to make any moves or promise any money out until the cash is in hand, because I can't pay that amount of debt. It would financially ruin me, so it's in God's hands now.
Alright, so my GoFundMe's locked up. I didn't know if that was a sign from God, that it was supposed to be. Maybe I wasn't supposed to get the money. Maybe I was supposed to come back here on YouTube and talk about all this. I don't know. God has a plan for me. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to pretend I'm not terrified of it. But again, anytime I've seen the writing on the wall and I'm like, I really feel I'm supposed to do this and I don't, I suffer for big time. It's always been in my best interest to follow what I believe God's plan is. Anyway, so during that period of time, while I'm waiting for my GoFundMe to get released, I'm talking with this lawyer, and we're starting to not see eye to eye on things. I suspect he is an excellent attorney of law. I suspect he would have done a good job on my case. However, there was just a couple of things that I'm not going to talk about that we didn't line up on. Those things wound up sitting with me so bad that I decided not to go with that lawyer. Okay? Well, because I didn't go with that lawyer, I don't have access to that legal trust. That lawyer does. We can't use that money. So that money they did help us out with did nothing for us. So basically, this case is 100% funded by you guys. That's it. There's no GOA help, no NRA help. Yes, the GOA did put forth an effort. Yes, the GOA is an awesome organization. Definitely, if you're going to support one, support them, because they're the only ones that attempted to help me. But however, back to the two statements, they're both true. As of right now, no. 100% of the case is funded by you guys. And just think, let's pretend that my GoFundMe didn't get locked up. Let's pretend I did go through with this lawyer, and he was able to put the case together really fast. They wanted to put me in trial in June. That would have meant my trial would have been over and done with long before any of these major Supreme Court decisions, which may or may not have a huge effect on my case. Like I said, God has a plan for me. I follow God's plan. That's what I do. I understand if you don't believe in God, however, I do, and my moral compass is followed by what I think His plan is for me. So if I would have picked that lawyer and he would have put the case together very quickly, I would have already been done with trial. So is it a good thing or not? You know, we'll have to wait and see how things play out. But the thing that really held us up, that's pushed it to this long, is the fact that I was having problems with GoFundMe. Otherwise, I would have already been through trial. Because I wanted to go through as quickly as possible, because dude's sitting in jail, but we just simply were not able to. Other reasons we'll discuss. I don't want to talk about that right now just because this is ongoing, but there was other reasons that held us up as well. Either which way, that's where we're at right now. So yes, GOA is a solid organization. Yes, GOA did put forth an effort to help me. Unfortunately, the way the dice fell, the way things played out, no, we have zero organizational help right now.
My firm's RMA Law, and Matt and I are the only thing currently stopping him from being locked in a cage for several years while his leaving his family without a father.
And I think that's why my lawyer's video came off as so abrasive, is because that's what we could use right now, is a little bit of organizational help. If the NRA were to pull out their checkbook, we'd be solid. We'd be able to do whatever we needed in this case. And this case very well may be one of the most important cases in our recent history. And I believe that's what he was trying to do, is just ask for help. He just did it in an abrasive way, and a lot of people took it the wrong way. But anyway, if you'd like to support an organization, I'd support the GOA, because they're the only ones that have made an effort up to this point. If you'd like to help support the case directly, I have my Givesendgo down in the comments, or the description down there. I also have my GoFundMe. And I have affiliate links. Just by clicking on those links, even if you don't purchase what that particular link is for, just clicking on it and doing the Amazon shopping you were already going to do anyway, I have a little kickback for it because you came there off my channel. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.